It's been such a long time since I've been here doing a talking video for BookTube. I hope that you're well. I know lots of you have been enjoying my podcast videos, which makes me really happy. I've just finished the summer season now, so that last episode is out. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start recording the autumn season, which I'm really excited about. But I thought I'd come and talk to you about my July reads because I haven't done this sort of video for a while, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. So basically, I've got 3 recommendations to share with you. I had a bit of a weird reading month in July. Not so much a book slump, just my concentration levels were really low. So I found I'd start books and put them down and forget what I'd read. So I only read 6 books, which is not an awful lot for me. But as I say, I had 3 books that I thought were absolutely brilliant and that I would highly recommend. So let me tell you about them. So the first one is Everything is Beautiful and Nothing Hurt by Ben Reeves. This is a debut novel. I've just got to show you inside quickly because look how beautiful the end papers are. So the first thing I would say is this is not always an easy read. It is about death, so you may want to check out some of the content warnings. I always use Storygraph because I think they are very good for that. So the story follows a young man named Travis who lives in a flat opposite a young woman with her young daughter. Travis appears to be a normal guy living with his cat, but he's actually this figure of death. So he is the man who comes to people at their end of life to sort of help them pass through. There are some really poignant, really moving parts of the book, but there are some parts as well that I just thought was just so beautiful. It's really interesting how some of the characters, particularly if it's somebody who's elderly or somebody who's being poorly, you know, when Travis comes to see them, you know, they sort of feel ready and sort of at peace with what's coming. Others not so much. So it can be quite confronting, but he's written it with so much hope and beauty and sort of peace. I think the thing I loved most about this book is the ending. At the end, when I finished reading it, I put the book down and I wanted to go and spend time with my family, but also spend time thinking about how I live my life and what's important to me. So yeah, I guess you could say it's a bit of a life-changing read, a really beautiful one and one I would highly recommend. Okay, so book number 2 is a beautiful book to look at and a beautiful book to read. So this is Mr. Sidhu's Post Office. And it's got those gorgeous braid edges. I should say this is an independent bookshop edition. So it has the lovely end papers, but inside also I have this. So this is obviously about Mr. Sidhu and his post office. It is a beautiful read. If you are here in the UK, you will have undoubtedly heard of the post office scandal, which this book really talks about. And in a way that really sort of made me see it from a more human perspective to what I've sort of seen on the news, and just realise how terrible it really was for the postmasters who were involved. This is a book that's full of community and kindness and love and forgiveness. It's such a joy to read. Again, quite a moving book. But this is one where I was sort of coming to the end and I just felt like, so there's Mr. Sidhu, there's another character called Rose as well. As I was coming to the end of the book, I was like, I'm going to really miss these people. It's so lovely. So it's another debut and I'm really excited to see what he'll write next. But yeah, I think this is one that everyone will fall in love with. It's a really gorgeous read. Okay, so my last book, this book is a bit darker, so if you like your thrillers, this is for you. This is The Last Time I Saw Her Alive by Kate Riordan. Now I actually had the pleasure of meeting Kate and interviewing her for a book retreat that I went on recently, and she was so interesting and so lovely to chat to. So this is a book that's set in the Cotswolds, perfect summer read. It's got a music festival. It's a really sort of summery vibe to it. It's quite dark in places. There's hints of sort of creepy and supernatural. At one point, I was worried that this was a book that was going to give me nightmares. If you know me, you'll know I'm a total chicken. So anything sort of ghosty does freak me out. But it's a really brilliant. I do quite like a slow burn thriller where you're sort of getting the layers and sort of understanding the characters and peeling back. So this is about a woman called Rain, and she's going back to the Cotswolds to be with her mum after a woman has been found murdered on their property. They live in this great big estate called Tanglewood, and her mum is sort of basically the mistress of this musician called Carl. So lots of layers, really clever, really brilliant read actually. It's the first book of Kate's that I've read, and I said to her I'm going to be going back and reading all of her books now because I thought this was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so those are my 3 reads from July that I thought were brilliant, would highly recommend. I'd love to know what you've been reading and loving. If you have any recommendations you'd like to share with me, drop them in the comments below. And yeah, I will try and do more of these videos if you're enjoying them, but do let me know, and hopefully I will chat to you soon.